Hey, you. Let me tell you something. You have so much value. I am actually embarrassed and ashamed for the people that can't see it. They can't see it. But let me tell you, I do. You rock. You deserve everything that you are working hard to attain. And if you keep working, you just might get it. So rock on. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the people in your ear telling you what you're not worth. You are worth every penny. That dream is worth every amount of effort that you are putting into it right now. It is. You know something? Just because a person tells you what your worth is, that doesn't mean it's that. Let me give you an example. I'm sure that we've all done this. When we go buy a car, a house, or any item that has been used, or even new, we haggle. It's not the nicest strategy that we use, but it's a method. You can walk into a home today and want to buy it and know that that is your forever home. Know that it has everything you want and need, and know that it's perfectly flawless. We can know the same buying that used car that is our dream car. But what does the buyer do when that house is worth $200,000, or when that car is worth $8,000 and we only have just about half of what it's really worth? We tell them we got cash, and then we talk cash trash. We walk in and out of that house and we find everything that we could possibly name that's wrong with it, even if we don't believe that it really has those flaws. See, sometimes the problem isn't with you or your value. The problem is with the person that can't see your value, or it's with that person that knows your value, whether they're jealous or whether they really want you but they can't afford you. And not in only terms of monetary value, but that can be in characteristics, that can be in ambition, that can be in goals, that can be in your love of something, that can just be in your heart, in your soul, and your spirit. Your soul and your spirit and your heart and your love may be so valuable and so golden, but maybe that person cannot afford gold. So what do they do to your character? They tell you they got cash and they talk cash trash. Pay attention and be careful of those people that throw rocks at you on your journey. Be careful of those people that throw you off, that pull you out of your character when you're trying to master self-peace. Pay attention to those people that drag your confidence down when you need the confidence for your interview. Don't sulk about it. Don't cry, but observe. Find an inner peace in yourself that allows for you to understand your worth and your value in those moments. When those people go out of their way to attack you, they may want to attack your character. Be sure to find inner peace in those moments. And no matter what they say about you, do what works best for you to handle that situation or to handle that emotional stress. If you need to go outside and take a breather, do that. If you need to go in the bathroom and hop on one foot 5 times, do that. And even if you need to give yourself a pep talk and say you can do it, or whatever it is you need to tell yourself to keep yourself from breaking, do that. That is the most important element of this journey as a job seeker, is becoming your own best friend and getting to know yourself. You have to love you. You have to know how to sit in an interview and be confident behind the words that you're telling somebody. There's a difference between reciting your elevator speech or your professional summary on your resume or CV. And there's a difference between knowing who you are and saying it from your soul and from your heart in that interview. There's a difference. There's a difference between reading off of your resume verbatim what your skills are. There's a difference between knowing those skills like the back of your hand and knowing where you're going and what you can give them in 5 years and who you can be in 5 years if they hire you. You have to be that same way in your career and also in your personal life. You have to be able to have your own personal motto, your own personal mission. So when people show up ready to throw rocks at that mission, you know that you're not any of those things that they say that you are. You have to handle those situations like business and negotiations. When you're sitting at a job interview, it's important for you to know your worth. Let me tell you why. When you're sitting in an interview, when you know what your skills are worth, when you know what your characteristics are worth, your personal characteristics, what your life, what your soul, what everything about you is worth, when you put that $50,000 job requirement on paper, and when you slide it to the interviewer, when they slide you back $9,000 in exchange for $50,000, you're not going to accept it because you know your worth. If you don't know your worth, then you're going to allow someone to dictate your worth. That goes the same with friends, family, people, things, negotiations in business, and everything that you do. You have to know your worth in order to have the ability to differentiate in the negotiations process what you're willing to accept, whether it be in friendships, whether it be in family, whether it be in career decisions. You have to know your worth first so you can have the ability to determine what you will and will not simply accept, whether it be financial or in your heart. So stay humble. Your time is coming to shine. In the meantime, you gotta work hard. And you gotta give your everything and your all into this dream and into who you are and into yourself. Pour love into yourself. And I guarantee you can do nothing but succeed. I'm so excited for your life and what you're going to receive. You gotta work for it though. So let's get to work. Let's go get 'em.